Here at Manual, things are changing, from new yellow hall passes to rules about what you can wear and when you can wear it. And now that we're 2 months into the school year, it's time to take a look at the impacts.
So what SBDM is it's a group of adults who gets together, and we get together once a month, and we basically set policy for the school. So instead of just one person making all of the decisions, it's Dr. Newman, it's 3 teachers, and 2 parents. It's sort of the administrative part of the school. Basically, we make the rules. Any sort of curriculum changes and stuff like that, we sort of look at. Obviously, the dress code is under the purview of SPDM. If a big change needs to happen, the good news is we're sort of the checks and balances for that. I think it's important work. I think that the work makes a difference to students and it makes a difference for teachers. And it's not flashy. It's not. I mean, there are no state championships or anything else like that with this. But I like to think it's sort of the behind the scenes important work. So all the stuff that we see on the outside runs smoothly. When we ask students for feedback about policies that directly affect them, like the dress code policy, one of the ones was hats and hoodies. We were really worried, and this is an honest discussion we had, we were really worried that it was an equity issue, that we were picking on a population of students who wear hoodies as opposed to wearing hats. And at the end of the day, we had to really sort of say, okay, what is the objective of the policy? And the objective is safety. We need to be sure we can see everyone's face. And so hats with bills obscure the face. Hoodies can obscure the face. And so neither of them would be acceptable in places where we need to be able to identify who's in the hallway. And kids sort of helped us out with that. And when, Dr. Newman pulled some kids and, did some focus groups, and we wanted to be sure that we were being equitable. At the end of the day, that students help us guide that decision. I would love to see students involved in everything, right? But just for the same reason that we don't have a whole lot of people coming to those meetings, who's got the time, right, to do a 2.5 hour meeting after school? But no, I'd love to see students more involved in everything. There are no secrets. The meeting minutes, what goes on in the meetings and everything, those are completely public. And students, they're online. The meetings are online, so students are more than welcome to tune in and listen wherever they want to. If you'd like to get on the docket to talk, like if you'd like to address the council, you just have to get on the agenda to do it, and that's all. But if you want to listen in, you can do that every time. And they're virtual, so you could do it from home if you wanted to. I would have absolutely no problem with that.
One of the ones I thought was really important was the IDs. I thought the ID policy really pushing that it has to be worn at all times. I do believe that is one of the most beneficial policy changes. What's always been there, but I guess the SBDM, the encouragement to enforce it a bit more. Just because we have so many kids who come from different places and spaces, and we don't know who they are, and we have a higher population of kids, that with all the changes with transportation or whatnot, where we have new kids, so we have kids we don't know. So if they have a health issue, or if there's an emergency, and that child does not have on their ID, and they are, say for instance, they're incapacitated in the hallway, or they're found in the restroom, or anything like that, or they collapse, that is time of hand, right? So that student might not get the help that they need as quickly as they would need because they're unconscious. They're unable to speak. So they might be diabetic. They might have a peanut allergy. They might have, some neurological issues going on. So there might be some other things that child has that we need to know immediately. So when students wear their IDs, it helps for whatever adult finds them quickly. When they get the help downstairs, so they'll put in their names and they can pull up, oh, this kid is this kid has that. And so that when the medical services come, they can more promptly assist that child.
How do you feel about the SVDM and their impact at Manual?
They definitely have a larger impact than I thought. I thought they were a little bit smaller, but they're way larger.
Okay. And then have you had any involvement with the SPDM?
No.
And then do you plan to or are willing to?
Possibly, actually. Yeah.
How do you feel about the SVDM?
I think it's a good group. I like the idea of it.
And how do you feel about their impact at Manual?
I think it'd be a good impact to Manual with all the rules and stuff.
How do you feel about the SVDM and their impact at Manual?
I feel like it's really good. It helps hear students' opinions and also parents' opinions. So I feel like it improves our school well.
Okay, and then have you had any involvement with the SVDM?
I have not.
And then do you want to after?
Maybe I would consider it, yes.
Remember to stay informed and stay engaged. My name is Abby Prather, and this is Manual Red